Hey gang, it's Nathan, TransMidwife, back again. I just wanted to do a video about me, to be honest, about me, about my transition and where I am and how that transpires into my work as a midwife and all of that. So I said in another video, I am 5 months on T and a week or two, I'm not sure, to be honest, when you're like 8 days on T, you know exactly how many days you've been on T and how many hours, 7 hours and counting. But yeah, it all starts to relax a bit as you go on. So early in testosterone, the changes happen really fast and they hit you hard. And well, it did for me anyway. Not everyone sees stuff straight away. But I've always been very hyper aware of my body, so I noticed very subtle things straight away, and I found that the changes moved really quickly. And as I have kind of gone into I think it's around the 4 month mark, things really kind of settled down, slowed down, and I doubt that it's because there's something wrong with my levels, because I still feel masculinized, if you will. You know, my voice is staying low, and I'm still very steadily getting more hairy, and I still don't have monthly cycles and all of that, so I'm pretty sure that my levels are okay. It's just that it all kind of hits you at once, and then you get used to it, and then it kind of starts going more steady like that. And it's interesting how it's affected my feelings about being trans and my dysphoria and everything. So lately, maybe for a month, I haven't been thinking about being trans all that much, and that might be why I haven't been making many YouTube videos. I haven't felt the need to talk so much. I've been felt quite settled in myself and just been getting on with my life, really. And I think that is because T has fixed some of the main parts of my dysphoria. I think the biggest thing for me was my voice. Now that it's changed, I can really tell that that's helped a lot. Another thing was my forearms, which bothered me every day, and now that they've just got a tiny bit more fluffy, I'm so much happier. It's weird, it doesn't make any sense, but that's how it is. Yeah, and I guess I've just kind of, being on T has kind of helped me to just be okay with being trans and finally let go of any part of me that was still clinging to being feminine or trying to appease the world by being pretty or feminine or whatever. Sort of getting up in the morning feeling guilty for not putting makeup on or not wearing a bra and all that bullshit. And by the way, women, you don't have to do any of that. You shouldn't feel guilty for not doing that stuff. But I think that was part of my complexity of being trans. That was why I felt that way. Anyway, so T has kind of given me that self-validation and that ability to just let go of all of that stuff for myself and be more comfortable in my own skin. I guess that's where it's going. You kind of struggle to get on T for ages, and it's like this really big focus in your head. So now that that's happened, I guess that I have been refocusing on other things, like top dysphoria and wanting surgery and stuff. But it's not as intense, and that might be for me because T was the biggest thing. That might be what it is, and you know, or it might just be that the comfort from T is helping me to ignore other things. What else about that? Yeah, so work, everyone knows, and I'm telling more and more clients, like I've said in another video, like now that I'm working in community, because I book pregnant people who are going to be attending my clinic for care, it's giving me the opportunity to kind of say, hey, by the way, you might see 2 names written down because I have a nickname and a registered name and all of that. This is why. and sort of giving me that opportunity to slip it in as a kind of, hey, this is me. And then I'm seeing them throughout the pregnancies, and I'd say the majority ignore it. A couple of them feel a bit more tense, maybe, but maybe that's just who they are. And there's a select few who are outwardly positive and accepting. And those few have kind of given me the boldness to keep being me, which is nice. Because one of my biggest problems was that I'd spent so many years pretending to be a girl in order to fit in into the culture of midwifery, that it was really hard to take that mask off and be myself at work. And it was like it was myself, but it was like a fake half of me, like a fake half that was there, but it had always been there. So it didn't feel like I was being fake, not like it wasn't conscious at all. And that was the problem, it wasn't conscious, so I couldn't consciously stop doing it. Just really slowly, I stopped performing and just started working and just being myself, and letting people read me however they read me and going with that. And that's been very freeing. Yeah. What else? I often I'm definitely asking people to use Mr. when when you're on the phone and you're giving your details and all this, and they'll go, is that Miss or Mrs? And I say, oh, it's Mr. actually. And I don't even bother, like, it doesn't, I just say it, and they accept it. Yeah, I haven't. A lot of people ask me, like, have you had any discrimination or any bad incidents? And aside from a couple when I was in London that I've talked about on the channel before, not really, which is amazing and really nice. And I hope that it gives some confidence to people out there to come out, especially if you live around here in the south, because honestly, my experience has been incredibly positive. Like, either people are positive or they don't pay much attention to it because they don't really understand it, but they're not actively negative. I guess I'm lucky for that, and yeah, really grateful. What else? Yeah. I'm getting next week I need to get my second injection of Nebido, and when you get your injection of Nebido specifically, not the other ones, then that's when you get your bloods done. So you get your bloods done in the morning, like you have your injection in the afternoon, that's how it works. So I'm really intrigued to see what my levels are doing, and I will maybe do an update video about that. But yeah, that's about where I am at the moment. Also, yeah, my hair's getting a bit longer, which is good, because actually I think it feels more me when it's a bit longer, so I am going to let it grow a bit more, and then dye it ginger, obviously. So hope you're all doing well, my LGBTQIA community and otherwise. Bye.